Well, let's go into our news of the week, which is brought to you by Eagle Mortgage, eaglemortgagecompany.com. You can find them in person at 114th and Davenport. But what we do know is that research has indicated, it's proof, it's in black and white, that you will save money on average if you go to a mortgage broker like Eagle Mortgage as opposed to using a regular bank. They can shop around. They've got relationships with a whole bunch of lenders. And of course, at Eagle Mortgage, they take very good care of people, hold your hand through the process, work on getting you that pre-approval letter and answer your questions as you go through the process. Big deal to go get a loan for a home, and Eagle Mortgage knows that, and they'll work with you. Like I said earlier, you can find them in person at 114th and Davenport or online at eaglemortgagecompany.com. Well, Trenton, I drove by the W. Dale Clark, or the remnants of it.
What's left?
Yesterday. Goodness gracious, that thing is coming down fast.
That was not an easy teardown.
No, but they're making quick work of it. As of yesterday morning, there was only one little small section left. So that thing will be gone soon. And of course, the plan has been well documented is to actually start God honest building construction in January. Now, for those people who were around when the last tall building in Omaha was constructed, the First National Tower, and that was built, they started at late 90s, and it took the first couple of years of the 2000s.
I can't believe it's been that long.
If you were there watching it, it probably took, months and months of below ground work before anything started to rise above street level.
I just remember the trail of cement trucks filling those.
Oh, the concrete
columns,
mixers? Yeah. Because if you remember, they had these huge columns that were like 60 feet in diameter.
Yeah.
Or maybe not, but maybe they went down 60 feet or something. And they were these huge.
It was a couple of days at least of just pouring concrete.
To pour just one, yeah. And then they poured a big square cube of concrete on top of all of those, which was a continuous pour. And but anyway, so once the construction starts, don't expect to see the tower crane too soon, because it's going to be months and months of below ground work that's necessary for a 678 foot building.
And the distribution to the libraries, the administration, archives, and genealogy is already open. They're doing their business at Frederick Square, the old Shopco at 84th and Frederick. I was involved in that. So
that's a full go now? It's already operational?
Yeah, absolutely. It's there's only a small part of it that's open to the public. I think the genealogy and stuff like that, but most of it's for the distribution to the different libraries around Omaha. And
we think some of that function might go to the new Central Library at 72nd and Dodge in a few years when that opens.
Yeah, I think it'll be at least 4 or 5 years, yeah.
Yeah, and so like you said, most of the 87th and Frederick stuff is backstage, behind the scenes sort of work for the libraries. And then, of course, the interim downtown branch is functioning as well, right across from the police headquarters. The permanent downtown branch at 14th and Jones, construction's coming along nicely. I checked it out this week on my Grow Omaha tour, and it seems to be on target for that March delivery date. Well, let's talk about parks. Everyone loves parks, especially on beautiful days like today. But the city of Omaha plans to use $10 million of its $112 million of American Rescue Plan Act funds to improve parks and public spaces. City Council approved the first one, which is Clarkson Park in Midtown, 42nd and Dodge. But plans also call for improvements at Mandan Park in South O, Fontanelle Park in North O, Pipple Park. You know what I always think of?
Love Pipple Park.
Pipple Park?
The tornado
exactly.
The blue?
Yeah. If you look carefully, when you drive by Pipple Park, what is about 78th and Center around there? There's this statue that's made out of steel beams that were bent and twisted in the 1975 tornado. I look at it every time I drive by Pipple Park.
My siblings and I used to go there with a babysitter. It was fun.
And run around the statue?
I guess. Ring around the statue.
The Paxton John Creighton Boulevard Trail, Hitchcock Park Swimming Pool, Elmwood Park Swimming Pool, Kuntz Park at 35th and Florence Boulevard, Plaza de la Raza at 24th and Inn, Martin Luther King Jr. Park at 24th and Lake, and Dreamland Park at 24th and Lizzie Robinson Avenue. So some cool stuff happening
well spent.
Right there.
Some of these parks really needed some new work. Definitely.
Well, the downtown continues to attract more varied restaurant and entertainment businesses. You know, it was not too many weeks ago when Texas de Brazil opened a very large restaurant spot.
Have you been there yet?
I've not tried it. Yeah, I want to. I've just been too busy.
By the sign, yeah.
I've been too busy. And that's a place where you have to plan for it. You have to show up hungry as hell. I mean, if they're bringing out like skewers of carcass, you've got to come up hungry before you go to that. You can't just be like spur of the moment. Oh, I think we could do like a Brazilian steakhouse dinner.
Absolutely.
You have to prepare. I haven't had the time to do it yet, but we should go together sometime.
Love it.
So right next to Texas de Brazil, they have started build out for Let It Fly, which is going to be a super sports bar. Well, now we found out just catty corner to the southeast of Let It Fly is the Capitol Place apartment, 6-story mixed-use building. And there's going to be an indoor miniature golf course and lounge.
Bigger than I thought it was going to be.
14,500 square feet. And it'll be right there on the southeast corner of 10th and Capitol.
I don't think they've named it yet, but it's the guy has 5 different ones. I think one in Lincoln, and there's Prehistoric Putt or something like that.
Oh, is it the same company as those?
Oh, yeah. And it was going to be, I think he named it Jurassic Putt, and apparently some film companies were not happy with him.
Had a little bit of discomfort about that
Putt.
name.
And have you taken your kids to any of that?
Yeah, a few years ago. Yeah, I think one of them had a birthday party or something.
We'll see what
like
this one. This one, I imagine, since downtown might be more of an adult theme, at least at night.
They said it'll have a lounge.
Yeah, that'll definitely be geared towards adults, I hope.
Well, and the more you visit the lounge, the better your putt-putt game gets. The Gene Leahy Mall's LED video wall under the 10th Street Bridge has reopened. Did you ever see it during 4th of July opening weekend? Did you? I went down and saw that.
I drove around and I had commitments, but it was amazing.
You didn't want to get out of the car, did you?
Nope.
Okay. So I was actually down there in the Gene Leahy Mall for the fireworks show. There was some musical performances. Well, they put this LED screen that wraps around the vertical bottom part. What is it? The abutment or whatever that holds up
under the bridge.
A bridge, yeah. Awesome, cool. I mean, LED screens are very vivid.
When I went down there, it wasn't working.
By the time you went down there, they had covered it with plywood. And the concern was that, well, in a city, when you've got a lot of people, if you have something like an LED screen there, what are some people going to do? Smash it. And so they had to get a protective plexi coat covering.
Unfortunate, but
reality.
Last longer.
Took a while. That's done. So now they have this cool autumn display down there. And if you haven't seen that, it really is a head turner to have like that lit up artistic video wall underneath a bridge. And of course, there's a plaza down there, and it's very, very busy. Probably not today, but during nice weather, it's a great scene, a great urban scene. So that's up and running again, which is kind of nice. Okay, Trenton, work is progressing on the Cosgrove, a 173-unit apartment project with underground parking located on the northwest corner of 38th and Leavenworth Street. 5-story building, fully enclosed. Opening is planned for late this winter. One of many mixed-use / residential projects going in around the Blackstone Medical Center area for obvious reasons. If you want to see some cool photographs of this, though, Brad Williams has posted a couple of them on the Grow Omaha Facebook. Very neat aerial photographs. He also has some aerial photographs taken recently.
Right, helicopter trip.
Of the Mercantile District downtown and a few other downtown projects. So those are all on the Grow Omaha Facebook page.
Perfect.
And that's your news of the week. And it is brought to you by Eagle Mortgage, eaglemortgagecompany.com. If you like this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And remember, Grow Omaha is not just media. This is a mission. We are trying to build up Omaha and make it an even better place. We can only do that with your help. Share this video with your friends, neighbors, and family.